Hey there, everybody. John Lillywhite here. Happy New Year. And for the next few minutes, I'm going to talk about what we can anticipate in 2023 in the housing market. It's only going to take a couple minutes because I'm just going to integrate a whole bunch of information and hopefully it'll give you some useful data. And as always, you can give me a call back and I'd love to be able to talk to you about this kind of stuff. So what can we expect with regards to rates? The rates are going to be a function of what happens with the inflation. And if the feds continue to increase those rates and those rates follow, albeit indirectly, into the mortgage rates. So what is going to make the inflation ease? Well, there's a lot of the global variables that go on here. And that's a really, really tough one to answer. Isn't it weird that the housing market now truly is fundamentally has a lot to do with what's going on in the rest of the planet? And so if the feds continue to increase the rate, that will increase the interest rates for mortgage. And you know what that does? It makes houses less affordable. And so now if we're looking at in the, let's say the 6% area for interest rates, if the feds continue to do what they're doing because they need to do something about inflation, then you're going to end up seeing interest rates go up. To what extent they're going to go up, not even going to be able to predict there. It would not be surprising to me that they would be over 7%. Fact of the matter is, it's still less affordable in terms of the kind of housing that you can purchase moving forward. On the other side, if the feds decide that they are going to ease any of these interest rate hikes because inflation is now in tow, well, then that's going to have a beneficial effect on what's going to happen with the interest rates, and they could go down. It wouldn't surprise me if they would be in the low fives if that was to happen. But you see what's happening here. It's a function of what's going on in across the planet. And that's what's going to make the biggest difference. Now, in terms of housing affordability, that's also another interesting one, isn't it? Because now it's a supply and demand issue. If sellers cannot find houses that they wish to purchase because they're currently, let's say, a 3% interest rate, they won't move. And what that does is it puts the upward pressure on the availability of houses. And likewise, if the interest rates continue to go up or they don't go down, this also means that buyers will probably not likely want to buy houses. So it could have a tendency to stagnate the industry a little bit to where you don't have buyers or you don't have sellers. And what that would do is it would be meaningful because now you're not going to have a seller's market when you have all these buyers that are out there. So that's a good thing, because we need a balanced approach here to where the housing market is more not a seller's market or a buyer's market, but it sits right in the middle. So that could be a beneficial situation. One of the reasons is because it could soften the housing market pricing. And while it's true that there's not a lot of movement that might be going on out there, what is moving is a softer price. You're not going to see any of the elevated pricing where people are throwing a boatload more money at a list price because there's so many buyers out there. So this could weigh good on your ability to go out and buy a house and afford a house, regardless of what the interest rates are doing. Here, I believe, is the biggest thing moving into 2023. People, we all need to buy houses. And it's not necessarily buying houses that we want. It's the home ownership. Now, I feel like I'm pitching a little bit here, but the fact of the matter is your ability to maintain a measurable amount of freedom has more to do with you buying a house, regardless of the interest rates, than what's happening if you're renting. If you're renting, you know how frustrating that is. So in 2023, the interest rates have a tendency to either go up or go down, depending on what the globe does and what the feds do. Housing affordability is also going to ease a little bit. That's great. And it's going to turn into more of a buyer and seller balanced market. My suggestion is, if you even have any thoughts whatsoever on going out there and buying a home or moving up or down, speak with me. If you don't have an agent, I can put you in touch with an agent. If you do, reach out to your agent and just make sure you set healthy levels of expectation that you're doing research and you just want to be able to stay informed. And that's what I do. Give me a call if there's anything I can do. And I really look forward to helping you out. Again, you have yourself a fantastic 2023. And I look forward to helping you any way I can. You take good care. Bye-bye.